quick video on this aquaponic system that I built. Um, it's inspired by some guys I've seen on YouTube. John Kohler from growingyourgreens.com, JT Bear, and a few others that are on YouTube that are very, very helpful if you're looking to get into this hobby. Just a little heads up about myself. I've been growing things for quite some time. It's I just like to do it, and this is going to provide me the means of doing it year round, because I kind of like start getting a little stir crazy in the winter time. I live in northern New York, not too far north, but north enough for it to be pretty snowy, and this will help me out a little bit, keep my wits, keep me from killing my family. But yeah, another thing is here we have a fish tank in the bottom, which I used to keep African cichlids in. And another little background check on me before I start getting comments. I've kept fish for a long, long time, and I know all about the pH, and I know all about the nitrogen cycle, and blah, blah, blah. So because I'm going to make a few comments which lends itself to the pH that would be in a fish tank. So anyway, we'll get started I'll show you what we have growing here. I have in this little area here, I have a mescaline mix, so different types of greens growing here. This is all right about here. It's cut off all this, the mescaline mix. That is the one exception. That's mammoth dill, and here is red flame leaf lettuce. I also have red flame leaf all here. I started like sprinkling seeds there because I had them started out in these root plugs, which I wouldn't recommend. I'm sure people have success with those, but they're very, very, very delicate. It's either they're too dry or too moist, and in this case they were too moist, and it seemed that it made the seeds rot out, so it delayed the start of a few of the plants I started out here. I also have here long-standing spinach that's scattered throughout. I have Chinese kale back here. Actually, that's not kale. It's this one, this one, this one, this one, that one. And these two little guys pop up over here. Back there, those big guys, those are sugar snap peas. I think they're taking steroids when I'm not looking. They're pretty healthy. Have some cilantro here. We have sweet basil growing right there. Dark opal basil right here. Very nice basil, purple leaves. When you cook them, the leaves turn green, which I don't understand. Uncooperative plant. Here we have this is, I believe, common sage, sweet basil. I had like broadleaf sage growing and a couple other things. They never came up. These freaking plugs suck. I'm telling you. See? Okay. It's moldy. I don't know if you can see it in there. It was a moldy seed. It didn't even sprout. I replanted that just the other day. So here's my my bell siphon. I had a little issue when I first started, because I didn't really follow directions, and I thought that I was some kind of an innovator and I was going to make it work better, but that didn't work out. So down the bottom, you can't really see in there. I took the light away, but there's white tilapia in there. I have some catfish. I have a couple African cichlids, and I had started out with 32 tilapia, and I don't know why, But like I said, I've been keeping fish for a long time, and I put them in there with some pretty badass African cichlids, and every day I looked in there, I went from 32, and then I had 20, and then the next day I had 15, and they were just going to town on those things. So I built a separator, and I separated them, and now I'm like down to like, I think I have 8 in there. So it's a learning curve. I'm going to restock, and then I have another fish tank at work. I'm going to transplant those fish, and they'll live out their lives in a nice fish tank at my job. But like I said, before I started all this, I lowered the pH very slowly for the fish who remain, to not shock them and hurt them. For those of you who are aquarists, fish lovers, there was no fish harmed in the making of this aquaponic system. Alright, so to get to the construction of this, I was going to make a video. I have video and pictures of when I was constructing this, but it's too lazy to put it all together. But I was going to make a real bare bones one with a steel frame for the fish tank, and just very, very minimum use of materials. And my wife was like, it's got to match the floor, it's got to look like furniture. So I ended up having to get maple and all this really nice wood, and after all was said and done, I think I might have spent about $600 building this thing. I got a Hydrofarm T5 light system up here on the top. Excellent lighting system. It's a 4-bulb T5. It's quite sufficient for what I have going on here. I'm using Shepard hooks on the top, and I made a little draw system. You can see it with the handle there. So if I have to access, I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but if I have to access the fish, you can see how it comes out like that. Obviously, you don't want to do that when it's filled with water, because you probably rip the handle off or something. Or you probably won't even be able to move it. But that's it. I'm very excited about this. Again, I want to thank JT Bear and all the others who have these great videos that help people like myself accomplish these feats. Feel free to copy this design. I don't know if anybody else has the same design, but I just made it up as I went along and just came up with the best ideas I could. There are some flaws with it, nothing major. Like my hooks, I think maybe might be too short, because they only go up. It only goes up maybe another 6 inches before it maxes out on the height. I don't think there's anything else here that's going to grow that high, but those sugar snap peas are growing out of control. I'm gonna have a trellis back here. You can't really see it. It's made out of fishing line, but I'm gonna have to like zigzag them back and forth, because I've seen videos where they grow. I never grew these things outside, but I've seen they grow like 7 feet tall. So I'm gonna have to keep snaking them back and forth in order to keep up with their growth. I have that fan keeping it cool. Those T5s don't get too warm anyway, but just to strengthen the plants up, it works well. All right, that's that. Oh, and I'll show you my drain system. I told you I was able to move the draw part of it. So that's the drain. It comes across all the way across here, and it dumps in right like that, down at the bottom. So I have this foam support here holding it, and then I have a strap, and it's clearing the top of the fish tank, and you can't really see it, and the wood up there. So when I pull it, it doesn't, the pipe doesn't even realize. It's unaffected by any of the movement. You can see some of those tilapia. They're getting big. They were fry when I got them. They were really small. They were a snack for the fish that were in there, but now they're growing pretty nice. But I gotta get more of them, because I'm gonna try to eat one. They're not pets. All right. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.